lot of schools were closed. This area, this region, because of the heavy snowfall, and there's going to be snow tomorrow. So the biggest issue with the snow, the little kids. The little kids could freeze. Parents are trying to get them to school. And if school does open, you're going to have low attendance. And the teachers are there, the principals are there, the janitors are there, everyone's there. And then if you don't have X number of kids, the day does not count. But if you miss too many snow days, you're going to have to make them up before summer vacation. So you got to find that balance. But we can't control what Mother Nature does. So I'm going to look at your questions and go from there. It looks like I'm just kind of skimming through. 16 to 50 hours. One person has 49 hours and 59 minutes. You better get that 1 minute, go around the block. 15 and 61 hours, very good. 15 and 44, 59, 75 hours, 36 hours. 15 and 44, 40 hours. 17 and 17 hours. Am I reading that correct? 15 and 32. You're so lucky. You don't. Yeah. We just got the text, so I'm like, yeah. So, but I'm appreciative. Yes, I drove. Okay, again, if you drove today, put yes in the chat. If you drove today, put yes into the chat. So what I did, obviously, we had over 4 inches. The car was low on gas. I shouldn't have ran it low yesterday. This is when we had that big snowfall, kind of when we got out of school. And the kids were like, oh my God, it's snowing. And I'm like, it's kind of bad. But then coming home, our charger had spun out going the other end of I-94. So I knew, because, people drive fast, they do stupid things, they go too fast. So it's hazardous. And we got some good snow last night, and I took my time. Yes, we are expecting snow. Check that weather report, the lake effect snow. All right, let's go back up. If you haven't done so, please put in your questions again. Put a Q in the question. Put a Q in the question. Look, your test is going to be about 45 to 60 minutes long. Your test is going to be about 45 to 60 minutes long. Average cost is anywhere from $75 to $125. You're going to make a series of right turns, left turns. You've got to turn in the nearest lane. If you're making a right turn, you turn in the nearest lane. These are some stunner glasses I got from Vietnam in Texas. If you want a pair, let me know. They're just funny stunner glasses. So I got like 20 pair left. So I can send you a pair if you want to. Yeah, they're just like for influencers. You have to make a certain number of left turns, certain number of right turns. They're going to take you through a neighborhood. They want to make sure you're driving at the speed limit, not over the speed limit, not under the speed limit. You want to drive at the speed limit. If you drive too slow, you could get deductions. If you speed or go over the limit, automatic failure. Just looking. I don't see your questions. Did you guys put questions? Oh, I see some questions coming now. Okay, come on, put in those questions. Put in those questions. About 30% of students fail the test. 30% of students fail the test. Common failures: running red lights, blowing stop signs, running a yellow light. Consider your road tester. Oh, I got some great information. I got you right here. I got you. Give me 1 second. Woo! Instant failures. I got you. I got a big smile because I have it right here. Let me ask you a question, sir. You do drive on the highway. You get on and off the expressway. One on, one off. You got to get on that ramp, push that gas, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You don't check your blind spot, a deduction. In our location, after 24 minuses, you fail. You can get a minus for You can get a minus for not checking your blind spot. You can get a minus for not doing your mirror checks when you make a lane change. You can get a minus for, I'm gonna go through it. Number one, rolling stops. Okay. This is a fail, period. You must do a full complete stop. Number two, lane signaling. This is a critical area. You must signal at least 100 feet. You don't signal, minus. Number three, mirror blind spots. You have to look over your shoulder. They're blind spots. To my shoulder, blind spot. Shoulder. You have to look over your shoulder and check your blind spots. Number five, driving too slow. It's just as bad as speeding. Match the flow of the traffic. Stopping distances matter. You must see the tires on the ground of the car in front of you. Is there a certain way you have to have your hands? No. Let's have both your hands on the wheel. Okay? Obviously, you're not big pimping and having your hands at the bottom. You're not big pimping and having them at the top. Let's have your hands on the steering wheel. Okay? You can fail your test by having one hand on the steering wheel because that's a dangerous maneuver. If you hit or bump something, failure. You hit the curb, fail. On your parking test, you don't get onto the road until you pass the parallel park. If you can't even parallel park, bye-bye, go home, you're crying. Your parents are like, It's true. If you can't parallel park, don't even attempt to go. I'm keeping it real with you. Next, brake jolt. A major deduction is smooth braking. You're not slamming the brakes. Will it be better to take Xanax? You know your body. Thank you for the honesty. You know your body. If you are taking something that kind of mellows you out, then do that. But yeah, you know your body. If you've been taking a medication at a certain time, stay with that. Don't change it because of the tester, because we're human. Most testers want to do a job. They're consistent. They're going to have a list. They're going to tell you, go right, go left. They're not going to tell you, the light's red, stop now. They're not going to tell you, check your blind spot. They're not going to tell you, cover the brake. They're not going to tell you, you didn't look to the right, a pedestrian's coming. Thank you for the honesty. Let's keep going. Put in those honest questions. Next. Forgetting to check your rearview mirror after braking. It's a simple check, but examiners do watch. When you pull up to a stop, what you see, looking up and checking. Just looking. But because all they're going to do is side-eye you. They're going to have a clipboard. They're going to check to see if you do those maneuvers. Let's keep going. Ready to ditch those simple fails. Learn the secrets. Okay? You got to be consistent. Let's keep going. I'm glad I had this list. Next. The examiner ghost trick. They're just a passenger taking notes. If you get all nervous, oh my God, they keep writing down stuff. Oh my God. They keep, every time I drive, you're going to freak yourself out. You're going to run a light. You're going to speed. You're going to cut off a car. They're a ghost in the car. They're a ghost in the car. I'm so happy I have this. Next, deep breath anchor. Before you pull out, take 3 deep breaths, slow breaths. This forces your body to calm down. I already feel calm. I always get nervous before we go live on here. Calm down. Next, the 5-second scan. If you stall at a traffic light, heavy traffic, let's use Detroit traffic as an example. Take a breath and constantly look around, mirrors, intersections, for a slow 5-second scan. So you just want to look, right? It's like a video game. Gotta look. Just look. Grandma can run a light, a truck. Next, break the test into quarters. Don't focus on 45 minutes. Take 4 major sections. Pass the first quarter. Then boom, momentum. You got to pass the parking. The first one is the stop line. Your car's got to go up to a certain point. Your front end can't pass the line. Boom. Next one is the reverse park, like back in your driveway from the street. You should be able to back in, not relying on your backup camera. You've got to look over your shoulder. If you don't look over your shoulder, that's automatic grounds for failure. Why? Your mirror is not going to give you an accurate picture of what's behind you. Look over your shoulder. Look both ways. You have to know how to back up. If you don't know how to back up now, you don't deserve to pass. Just being honest. Next. Use your voice. Narrate your actions. Check your blind spots. Now merge. This proves to the examiner and yourself you're aware. You got to say to yourself, okay, let me check the blind spots. Let me check my mirror. Self-talk. I'm always positive self-talk. Always, 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 always. I haven't looked at the chat yet. The slow down rule. If your mind races, slow down the car to a crawl. You have time to think. Pause. Have time to think. Mental rehearsal. I'm big on mental rehearsal. My principal comes in, I'm like, oh my God, do I have my objective up? Duh, I always do. Do I have my do now? Always do, because I'm an effective teacher, highly effective. Do I have all my activities ready to go? Always do. Okay? I'm always prepared when they come in, because sometimes they just pop in, hey, like, okay, you coming in my worst class. I don't have a worst class. I'm always prepared. Principal came in the other day, took pictures. She told me what she needed to see because her boss is coming in. So if I look good, she look good, leave me alone. I don't look for trouble sometimes. Next, the instructor curb trick. When you approach a curb too fast, gently say adjust speed to the curve. Starting the action, mentally replace this pick. And that's really easy to do if you're not used to driving. Turn off the past. Like, you're my first segment 2 for 2026. That's hype, man. I want to make sure I give you everything you need. I want to make sure I prepare you. We're going to go over our questions. We're going to do a quizzy. We're going to see some videos. You're going to be aware. You're going to get an A. Real talk. Let's keep going. Again, hold on. All right, that was my boss checking up on me. I don't look for trouble, man. It's like you don't want to go to the principal's office to say hi because they're going to find something. Hey, you are short 1 credit. I just don't go looking for my principal. You know, you didn't submit your lesson plans for a month. I emailed it to you. All right, let's keep going. So really, don't worry about the past. If you fail your test, you know, what did you fail on? Are you going too fast? Are you going too slow? Were you just not locked in? Don't dwell on the mistakes you made. 100% focus on the maneuver. You want to make the best turn possible. We just covered the basics to calm your mind. But how do you get my parents to stop yelling? That's a major anxiety trigger. You want to be dedicated, communicate. Your parents are your parents. Your mom is going to clock your T. That's your mom. You're going too fast. Slow down. Mom, you're going too slow. Go fast. You didn't check your mirror. I looked. Dad, can you talk to her? Because she makes me nervous. Your dad she does the same thing to me. And she did the same thing to your brother and your sister. Just deal with it. You'll be okay. I'm getting you the car. You just deal with it. So probably want to drive with father. That's more chilled, right? I'm just double checking. Make sure I didn't forget anything. You gotta have a sense of humor. Oh, hold on. I thought I was in trouble when my boss called me. I'm like, it says my internet's unstable. It happens sometimes. You might pop in, pop out. Sometime when I have like 500 windows open, because I got an old gaming computer, 16 gigs of RAM. I got my new computer on the side over there, 64 gigabytes of RAM. AMD 9950 XD, you know, but I was too lazy over Christmas to fix it. So I'm on my old machine until maybe I had to switch everything out. But you should be okay. And there we go. All right. Hey, how are you?
I'm so sorry, Mr. McCain.
It's okay. You're here. We're here.
I apologize for interrupting. Thank you.
You're all right. Okay, so if I'm not parked straight, but I'm in the lines, you're good. My son was garbage. Yes, his car was sideways. We had a Chrysler 300. I'm like, bruh, his car was sideways. In the lines, but sideways. I'm like, I'm an instructor. You're supposed to park parallel, park perfect. He just parked it, car sideways. He was a little fast in the neighborhood. I'm like, slow down. Right? Merged out real nice. Speed control was pretty good. He was just real fast parking. Good. I'm scared because giving my test. If you're used to driving in a truck, you should be okay. They will adjust the cones up or down based on your vehicle. They allow some adjustments. Taking my time and looking. As long as your car is in between the lines. If it's a little sideways, you're okay. If you bump a cone, -1. If you're on the line, -1. You can get up to 5 minuses. After 5 minuses, you're going to cry, bye-bye. I'm serious. You got to park. Both hands on the wheel. You will drive on the highway for the test. You'll merge on, merge off. You might go through a roundabout too. They love, so they have to have courses. They have to submit the course to the state. They have 3 or 4 different courses that they would submit to the state. Okay, client went on course 1. We were out for 45 minutes. Why did they pass? I'm trying to find my other sheet. Why did they pass? Why did they fail? And then you pass, get everything locked in. I have not seen the segment 2 state test, so I can't tell you. It's brand new. I got it right here. Crispy. Like, you're going to be the first guys that we open up this test to. Now, when do we take our segment 2 test? When is it? Just type it in for me. Okay. Because what happens when schools close, driving schools across the country have to panic. They got to go make another day because school is closed for us. That's good. But it's bad for driving schools because they have to have a certain number of days. Many days after the test, I can drive by myself. How many points off is there's a video that I need to show you Wednesday. Oh, we're good. Wednesday. Yeah, we're good. We're chilling. There's some other videos that I can show you to help you. All right, give me 1 second. In fact, let's do a couple of quizzes. I have a specific quizzy that's based on the road test. So if you get it wrong, it'll tell you why. So give me 1 second because I try to do more to get you guys ready. We finished a big chunk of work. Okay, those questions. It's a lot. Give me 1 second, please. You guys, we're really picking it up. Want to do a good job. My favorite thing to do is play video games. I'm a semi-pro gamer. I was addicted to video games about 10 years ago, so I try to play video games when I can, and I'm very intense. I have a good build. So yes, video games. Getting the quizzy ready, guys. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults and teens. Okay, this quizzy is specifically for our road test. It's on rules and criteria. So this will reinforce what we go over. This will reinforce questions for the test. So I'm going to start the quizzy. I'm going to give you the code. I always do the quizzes. I always try to get you guys ready through technology. Hey, Landon, how you doing, brother? All right, here we go. Joinmyquiz.com. Joinmyquiz.com. These are things I've always done. It's the educator in me. Joinmyquiz.com. 791077. 791077. Not 67, but 77. This quizzy is 30 questions. It goes over the state criteria and rules. So if you can pass this quizzy, you'll understand what the road testers are looking for. Okay. Again, joinmyquiz.com, 791077. Go ahead, lock in. And I'm so happy I had these papers here, some of the common failures on the road test. Like, I forgot it for a second. I was like, bing, I got it. So you want to have a good mindset when you come in and take your road test. You want to make sure your car is clean. Doesn't smell like tacos or hamburgers. Get all the junk out. Clean the dashboard. Make it smell good. Go take it to a wash. Declutter it. Clean those windshields off. Clean it up. You gotta have insurance, registration. You can't have a cracked windshield. You cannot have a non-functioning headlight or tail light. They're gonna check your headlights. They're gonna check your tail lights. You gotta have at least 1/4 of a tank of gas. I would have at least half, right? Smell good, clean, look nice, don't look like a bum, brush your teeth, have on deodorant, vacuum those seats, clean the car. No one wants to get into a nasty car, right? No one wants to get into a car that smells like socks or perfume. Like, some of you go way over in their perfume and people are allergic to that mess. Okay? It's honey, bacon, almond. Your car smells like a piece of bacon and almond, and the road tester's allergic. It's true. Okay, I'm gonna give you another moment. Again, 791077. And I have a good sense of humor, but clean the car, vacuum it out, get all your trash out. I don't care. Well, I want to say, put your trash in a trash bag in the trunk. Clean those windows, clean those mirrors, have those mirrors properly adjusted. Okay. Again, no cracked headlight, if it's a cracked windshield, can't do it. Don't switch your car. If you're driving your mom's small car, now you're driving dad's big monster truck, don't do it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and start this quizzy. I'm gonna start it. You take it. Always the cornball every day, because I'm that guy. We're going to talk about some pro instructor mindset tricks. I'm a state certified driving instructor. Number one, your examiner is a ghost. He or she's a ghost. You have to imagine in your mind that you're by yourself in the car. If you're used to driving at the speed limit, good speed control, you're a ghost. Okay, period. You're a ghost. And they aren't just a passenger, they're taking notes. All they're doing is taking notes. They can't drive the car. Only you can. So by you driving the car, you're going to rely on your state certified driving instructor, me. Okay. And you're going to subscribe to me because I prepare you for the road test. Number two, deep breath anchor. Before pulling out, take 3 deep breaths. This forces your body to calm down. You got to trust a certified driving instructor. I need you to hit subscribe. Real talk. Okay.
Sorry, I got kicked out. Figure out how to log back in.
All right, try again. It may or may not let you back in. Sometimes it happens like that because the computer will think you're cheating. And if you got kicked out during this first active session, it won't let you back in. It's like an anti-cheat, but don't stress. I'll go over the answers. I got you.
Okay. So you say I don't have to.
No, you don't have to. Just Patrick, chill. Just relax. I got you.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, we got to support each other. Next, 5-second scan. When you're driving along on the road, you got to look. So you asked me about a vehicle. Any vehicle is good, right? Most of your parents are going to have a second or third vehicle. My son earned a football scholarship in 2018. We got him a Charger GT. Okay, the car has over 200,000 miles now. It's been 100% reliable up until now. One gentleman did an oil change, cracked his oil filter housing. Mad. A coil went bad. These are common items because it's got the Pentastar V6. Don't laugh, that's 400 horsepower. And I have a trending short right now that's at about 10,000 views. Insurance is high on a Charger. Why? They're stolen quite frequently. And why did YouTube show me a video of someone's new Hellcat and it got stolen? My son does not have a Hellcat. I will say that again. My son does not drive a Hellcat. He can't afford the insurance. We're not buying him a $95,000 car with 707 horsepower. Are you freaking kidding? He'll kill himself at 400. He drove my SRT Jeep and got in trouble with that. Multiple tickets. So his insurance is the highest in the house. It's mango orange, all-wheel drive. A lot of people giving me a hard time because I said it's good in the snow. Are you kidding? All-wheel drive, Charger, beautiful. Pentastar engine, 400 horsepower. Are you kidding? The insurance is pretty reasonable. We did not want to get him a used car that would break down because he was going to Ohio. He was going to Iowa. Then he finally went to Texas. The worst thing you can get as a parent to have your son or daughter call and say, Mom, Dad, I'm broke down. Your heart drops. Okay? So we got AAA. I'm not sponsored by AAA, but AAA, if you hear me, throw out a sponsor. Okay? Yes. All-wheel drive is the best in the snow. Come on. Come on. Why do you think I got my SRT Jeep all-wheel drive? Why do you think I got my SS Trailblazer before they stole it? And one of the first videos I did on YouTube was about my SS Trailblazer. I was at school. It was after lunch, after the kindergarten teacher brought her class back in. I should have known that. My brother said, you got a high-performance vehicle. You need to get the club. You need to lock your car up. I'm like, shut up. Don't tell me. I'm the older brother. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't drive anymore. You got in trouble, right? But guess what? They were watching me for about 2 weeks. My principal said, come here, come here. They had a LT Trailblazer, that's the base model, out on the street. One guy walked in, white hoodie. They punched the door lock, slid in, broke the column within 30 seconds. They couldn't start it, but they pushed, he somehow got the car in neutral. He pushed it out down the street. And I was so mad because the owner of the school, the charter school, could have locked the gate. I was mad. I was so mad. On the video, you saw the gray LT base model Trailblazer pushing my black SS Trailblazer, piped out. You know, I'm from the hood, piped out. E-fans, tune. Like I was going to make this motor. It had the Corvette motor, 400 horsepower, all-wheel drive. That thing was a beast. They stole it. I came back that night with my son. That's all I can say legally. And we were looking for them. They stole my truck. Within a week, I got a call from the police department. Can you come down to the salvage yard? They wouldn't let me videotape. I should have videotaped. My whole car was stripped. The doors, the leather seats, the motor, transmission, dashboard. These were professionals. These were professionals. I was so heartbroken. Like, because you feel violated, you feel devastated. And I told my son, he was like, maybe a freshman in high school or 8th grade. I said, the insurance company said, Dad, I don't want to be in a car with some people who stole your car and stripped it. I don't want to be in a car like that with you. I'm like, oh, wow. He was hurt. He felt violated too. Like I had a tear in my eye. And yes, it's materialistic. But I paid I think I paid $19,000, $18,000. Okay. But some vehicles like that are high performance vehicles. They're stolen. I was really mad. They paid off the loan, and that's when I got the Chrysler 300. Okay. I don't think I was making videos then. I got their Chrysler 300 all-wheel drive, Beats audio, 50 Cent. 50 Cent used to own Beats. Come on, bro. Used to own Vitamin Water. Come on, bro. Right? Keep going, guys. We'll go over in a minute. So that really broke my heart. And I wanted to kick the wall, scream, but the kids in there, they were just, what's wrong with you, Myles? I'm like, nothing. You just feel violated. So anything, and plus, my address was in there. I had some personal things in there. And I really loved that truck because it was a nice truck, high performance vehicle. When you work, you want to have something nice, right? Because you work hard. Yeah, go to the bathroom. You want to have something nice, but blank can let you have nothing, man. You have something nice, you can't have nothing. Yes, 50 Cent was Vitamin Water. He's a multimillionaire. We're not capping. He did the He did the P. Diddy. I said P. Diddy. He did the P. Diddy documentary. That's a whole nother situation. I'm not trying to cap. Right? Yes, it was nice. It was leather interior. Had that seat back. That boy was a beast. I used to let my son drive it. I got a picture of it with my daughter in there. She was like 11 or 12. She was like, I'll try to find it. I've always loved high performance vehicles. So my heart was broke. Okay, they'll steal it. If it's nice, they'll steal it, no matter what it is. Then someone's like, you need to get cameras at the house. You're like, bro, for why? A 5-second scan. You got to scan. You got to look around. Your tester needs to see you looking around. I do not have school tomorrow. They canceled, so I got another free day. So I'm going to be going live on this platform and the other platform. I'll send you an email when I go live on the other platform. We'll try to get in and get different people. I'll text Mr. Road Ready. We'll try to get it going again, and that's important. But anyway, the instructor curb trick. When you approach the curb too fast, gently say adjust speed. If you hit the curb, you will fail. Anytime you bump into something. Take your time. I see you're almost done. Keep going. Next, turn off the past, right? I would love to get another SS Trailblazer. Right now, I don't have a car payment. But, did I tell you, we blew up the transmission because the transmissions are very cheaply made. But that's okay. I don't mind working on stuff. All cars have faults. The all-wheel drive did not break. If my truck was not stolen, I probably would have had that SS truck. It would have been paid for. I would have had a built motor, probably a supercharger or nitrous. I wasn't sure, okay? Because it takes very little mods to make those things a beast. They're nice, they're fast, remote start. I was leather interior, heated seats. Come on, baby. Under $30,000 with the tow hitch. But I never got to tow anything because those sons of stole my truck. I'm so mad, so mad. Okay, I'm so mad. All right, guys, let's go ahead and go over this right now so we can keep it going. Come and end test. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's look at the data. Classroom accuracy, 66%. Some people are not locking in. Question 23. What is recommended? 11 of you got it incorrect out of 17. We'll look at that. Question 24, according to what's the average? Okay, let's look at this. We're going to view the report. This is why I like data. Going 80 and a 70 on the merge. You can't speed. You can't speed. You cannot speed. You cannot speed. I don't care if everyone is going 100. Whatever the speed limit is, you have to drive it. When you're done, if that's what you want to do, fine. But if you get a ticket, don't come crying to me. Road test rules and criteria. 89% completion rate, 17 of you took it. Let's look at the questions. I feel it's my duty to go over this. Which of the following is an example of an improper turn during the road test? Swinging wide into the opposite lane during the road test. Do you understand? If you swing wide in the opposite lane, that shows the tester you don't have vehicle control. Again, swinging wide into the opposite lane during a right turn. That creates crash potential. Next, what action would result in failing the parallel park portion of a test? Being more than 2 feet from the curb or mounting on the curb. You got to know how to park. What is the safest distance to maintain behind another vehicle to pass during the test? 3 to 4 seconds. 3 to 4 seconds. What would you do to pass? What should you do to pass when stopped on a hill during the test? Use the park brake to prevent rollback. You don't want to roll backwards. What is the correct action when you hear a siren from an emergency vehicle while driving? Pull over to the side. We saw some emergency vehicles today. There was 2 accidents. It was head-on collision. People were looking. I was kind of looking too, rubbernecking. And then a fire truck came, and then people weren't pulling over. I'm like, what are you doing? Exceeding the speed limit during a road test will result in the following: an automatic fail. Do I need to say anything else? What is the main reason stopping at railroad tracks is an automatic fail? It's an extremely dangerous maneuver. You don't stop on the railroad tracks. If there's not enough room to go through, you don't go through. What's the purpose of the road test practice checklist? To avoid mistakes and pass the test confidently. We're trying to build confidence. What document is required to be brought with you during the driving test? Your learner's permit, any other paperwork. What should you do even when pulling out of the parking lot during the test? Signal before you pull out. When preparing to turn or change lanes, how long should you signal before making the maneuver? 3 to 5 seconds. 11 of you got it right. Which of the following is not a correct step in parallel parking? Hitting the curb. In your case, hitting cones, hitting the white line. You'll get a deduction for being near the white line. When merging onto the freeway, what should you do? Match the speed. How can practicing in test areas help you during the drive test? It reduces nervousness by increasing familiarity. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for helping me say words. What should a driver do at a still yellow light to pass the test? Stop safely. If you stop safely in 3 seconds, if you're below the yellow light, you're probably going to fail. Obviously, if you slam brakes, it's going to really shake the road tester. What is considered a failing action when pedestrians are crossing at the crosswalk? Creeping forward while pedestrians are crossing. Never do that. What is considered a failing action regarding adaptive cruise control misuse during the test? Letting the car's cruise control during the test. You don't need that. What is the success rate of parallel parking when using reference points as compared to non-reference points? 92% of reference points. You got to learn reference points. There's an imaginary line you're parking in front of your house. You don't want to hit the curb and go on your parents' grass. Your mama rip your head off. Get off the grass. Sorry. When you're backing out of the driveway, look out of your back window. You can't trust your backup camera. It'll start beeping. Boop, 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 boop. Then you hit their neighbor's car. Trust me. I've done it. What is the purpose of tactile feedback in driver training? To provide a vibrating seat reminders for blind spots. Some of your cars are fancy. We don't have a car like that. although I drove a driver's ed car that had that feature, if kids would drift out of the lane, it was a Nissan. It was nice. What benefits from the NHTSA approved tactile feedback systems? Hearing impaired students. Hearing impaired students can get their license. In fact, one of my students, I remember meeting at a nonprofit, her son was deaf. I'm not going to say the name of the driving company. They would not provide him a road test. I'm not saying the name of the tester. They would not provide him a road test. He was deaf. She told me this. I remember. I'm like, what? He drove better than all my students. And I had a student with one arm. He had a plastic prosthesis. He drove better than all of you. I had to pause for a second. I'm like, show me how you turn the wheel. He would have his fake prosthetic arm, like kind of guiding the wheel. He would turn with his left. He had a shoulder harness. I remember that. Pre-driving checklist, all settings. What is one of the instructor notes to improve parallel parking? Need more curb line reference. What is recommended practice for improving highway merging according to instructor notes? Practice third gear merging. Once you get down to the bottom, your car's going to be in third gear, accelerate. According to specific statistics, teens who train with 3 weather scenarios pass their first attempt much more than fair weather. It's bad weather. You guys should have been out driving today. No, I don't want you driving, honey. Mom, Dad. You should have been out driving. My daughter didn't even clean off the car. She had a big snow pile. I got the brush. I got the broom cleaned off my wife's car. And then I shoveled. I cleaned off the car first. I know you guys don't shovel. You got a snowblower. We don't have that. According to the 2023 Minnesota study, what common mistakes causes 27% of test fails at 4-way stops? Waving another driver through. Also, I didn't talk about that. You must know the rules of the right of way. They're going to take you to a 4-way stop, 2-way stop. If you don't know, fail. What rules reduce errors by 71% for left-hand turn anxiety in the St. Louis case study? The 3-second gap. Remember we talked about the 3-second? You got to look. You look left, right, left. According to the Purdue Wet Weather Crashes 2024 study, what percentage of wet tests were failed due to teens slamming the brakes during hydroplaning on I-465? 89%. The Midwest Trucking Safety 2023 study was resulting in using Iowa's truck blind spot VR. VR is making an advancement in driver's ed. I have a good friend. He uses VR. A lot of you young people love that. And that's the future. VR is the future. Come on. Virtual driving. According to the Safe Roads Alliance 2025, what percentage faster do Midwest teens with hazard perception apps pass training? 73%. 9 of you got it right. What study cited the simulating Chicago construction zone virtual reality? IDOT. Type in what you learned, please. All of you type in what you learned. Then you're going to go over all those questions. I'll relax and drink water. I don't have my coffee right now. Type in what you learned. Type in what you learned. We're going over all those questions. Type in what you learned, please, and thank you. Guys, this is a great situation. So we're going to have another day of school off. So I'm going to be going live on both platforms. I will send you email. I'm getting ready to go live. And it's awesome. So I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Make sure you subscribe. Bye.